Well, certainly talks around the G20 still continue. We know that event concluding today at the Cape Town Convention Centre. But on the sidelines, other events discussing global financing sort of ideas and promises are underway as well at this convention centre. And one of them being the Finance in Common Summit, that one now, the second day of that event now underway today. But to give us sort of an understanding and overview of what these talks entail and what is the plan going forward, I am joined now by Rodrigo Salvador, DG of Operations Partnership. Now, Rodrigo, thank you, of course, for speaking to us this morning. Give us an overview, as I mentioned, of Finance in Common. What is it about and why we're here today?
Well, thank you so much first for having me, and it's amazing to be here in South Africa, in Cape Town, beautiful Cape Town. I am from the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and we are very proud to be co-hosting this Finance in Commons with the Development Bank of Southern Africa here in Africa. It's the first time that actually this is happening here. You mentioned what this is. Well, this is actually a group of people. This is a group of public development institutions coming together to think about problems and how to actually solve them. I mean, there's a lot of these problems and development issues that requires financing. There's always this issue about more financing. But it's not only about financing, it's actually technical resources, capacity building, and again, it's not only about nothing that we can do alone. We need to actually work together. So this is actually think about the whole world coming together to get resources which are cheaper, which are more more easy to access for countries in Africa, in order to be catalyzing more investments to accelerate development for the Sustainable Development Goals.
Certainly, as I mentioned earlier, today is not the first day of this summit, but talk to us about what have been really the talks then as the event got underway.
Well, that's great. I think this is the summit of solutions. Many of the things actually they talk, right, but they don't solve problems. This is actually people that are actually grappling with problems and they are actually bringing solutions. So two things that I saw so far. One is the need, sometimes we think that the problem is the money. Many things here are saying that the problem is the projects, right? We need to bring better and more projects together so the money can flow in. So one of the things that I'm hearing here is, let's go upstream, let's go up, let's put those projects together, let's help the local developers in Africa, in South Africa. They have good ideas, right? Plenty of good ideas. The question is how we actually go get those ideas to execution. So one third thing is that thing. The second one is how to crowd in more resources from the private sector. There's no way that the public sector will do this alone. We're here to catalyze resources, so we're one part of the puzzle. Then the question is, the second one is how we partner with the private sector so we can actually create that quantum of financing. And we have that responsibility, how we de-risk those private sectors so they can actually crowd in.
And I guess just finally then an outlook, just as you continue talks, many meetings happening here today, just your general outlook then.
I have a wish, right? I think that, we have this happening in Africa, right? Which is an amazing region, so much resources. And I think, this is also talks about the leadership of South Africa in development in the region. So what I think we need to go saying is not focus on shiny ideas. There's many things that we know they work. Let's get to work. Let's actually focus on the things that we know work, scale them, right? And actually make them happen. So again, stop thinking, reinventing the wheel, just thinking and focusing on what it works and actually get it done.
Fantastic, Rodrigo. We'll leave it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, there, Rodrigo Salvador, Director General of Operations Partnership there, just giving us an overview of the Finance in Common Summit, that one underway here at the Cape Town Convention Centre, obviously on the sidelines, as I mentioned, of the G20 Summit, just a short distance away from this one. Nosipho Khatebe, SABC News, Cape Town.